Hi FlossTube, I'm Pam. Welcome to my channel. Today is Wednesday, December 16th. I knew it right off the bat because this is the second time I've tried to do this. This is Flossmas number 16, and basically what Flossmas means to me is a chance to make short little daily videos during the holiday times to brighten up my day and your day hopefully, and just a little bit of celebration. And every Flossmas video, I am giving away a little mini chart from Prairie Schooler. They're not all Christmas. Sometimes they're Halloween, sometimes they're like spring. It's totally random. You don't know which card you're gonna get, but if you'd like a chance to win one, all you need to do is be 18 and to fill out the Google form in my description box and comment on this video. It's as easy as that. And yesterday's winner was Christine Giddings. Christine, I realized I don't know how to say your last name. I'm sorry. I hope that was right. Anyway, you won, and it's not going to go out in the mail today because I've already been out and about on my errands. This is a little later in the day. It's actually a lot later in the day than I normally film. And then tomorrow we're getting snow, like a lot of snow, which is why it's a little gloomy in my house today. I apologize. Because the clouds have already rolled in. Snow's going to start tonight. I'm not getting out to the mailbox tomorrow. So it will hopefully hit the mailbox on Friday, Christine. Same goes for the person who wins tomorrow. I might as well say this now. There is a very strong possibility I may actually not get to film tomorrow because everybody will be home. And so I don't know what the timing is going to be for my filming. We'll see what happens. If I end up filming tomorrow, we'll consider it a bonus, right? Okay. If you are already getting snow right now, or you are in the storm's path, I hope you all stay safe. Don't go driving out on the roads. It's going to be a big one. Okay, so I worked on one thing yesterday. I am up to date on the Stitching Book Club's Christmas Carol, which is kind of like my focus for this month. And the next part comes out on Saturday. So I got out the Scarlet House's Seeking Refuge. And I don't know if you've never seen it, super pretty. I started this on March 14th, and I really thought that I got a ton stitched over the spring, and I really thought I was going to get it done, and then I didn't this year. But unfortunately, I've already stitched 2020 in there. I have some ideas on how I will deal with that because there's no way it's getting finished this year. So last night, let me see if I can get this a little closer to you where it still looks flat. And I apologize for the wrinkles. I was actually stitching on it a little this morning too. So I didn't feel like getting out my iron. And I'm stitching it on 40 count something. It's a Swigart, but I do not know the color. It's fabric I picked up at my L&S, the World in Stitches in Littleton, Massachusetts. The story behind this is I picked this up on March 14th at their second Saturday stitching group, and I bought the chart, I got the fabric, I kitted up, I started it there. And then I got home that night and I said to my husband, I really think we should be staying home and not going out anymore. I think this COVID thing's a little bigger than we think it's going to be. And then by a few days later, my state had decided we were shutting down. So the World in Stitches second Saturday stitching group was the last thing I did with people outside my home for months and months and months. And I stitched on this. So what did I do last night? I did Out of Control. And then I had half of Nurture I still had to stitch, and My Soul. So I just got a few words in. I'm going to work on it today. I'm hoping maybe by the end of this week, by Saturday, when Stitching Book Club Part 3 comes out, I will have finished the words. If you have never seen this chart and you don't know what it says, when the world seems to be out of control, I find a way to nurture my soul. Seeking refuge with needle and thread, the angst and anxiety no longer I dread. So it felt very appropriate this year, and it feels appropriate to stitch on with the snow coming in. So, and it's got a lot of red and green. Hold on. A lot of red and green, which feels very Christmassy. It's not a Christmas piece, but if you're going to stitch on something that's not Christmassy in December, this feels like it's close, right? I think so. Also, I did change out, the red house is not the called for because my LNS didn't have the called for. The called for the house was, it's not Crescent Colors. What is it called? Classic Colorworks. Crescent Colors is what it used to be way back. This, I'm showing my stitching age. I have marker on my hand. Okay, there we go. Classic Colorworks. So they didn't have Cherry Cobbler. So I switched it out for Weeks Cayenne, and it used up almost a whole skein. You can't really actually see it against my red shirt and my red wall. Maybe if I hold it up against the wallpaper there. I like the way it looks. Like, I think that makes a nice red brick house. I'm pleased. So I'm almost done. I just have the words and the border on the bottom left to do. So I have this one as on my Whipco board to finish when it gets called in 2021. And then, if you watched yesterday's video, you know that I got some stuff in the mail and then I couldn't find it to show you and went on a little field trip and sang you a song and I found it. I was never gonna find it yesterday. It was not in a place I normally put my stuff. So anyway, I placed an order at 123 Stitch because I needed to get more Gentle Arts Wood Trail, because this is the brown that I'm stitching the tree for my 2021 temperature chart, Stitchin' Mommy's temperature tree. I think that's what it's called. So I wanted to get 2 more skeins of it. And if you're gonna pay shipping, it seems silly to pay shipping for 2 skeins of floss. So I decided to pick up, I think this is like an 1/8. It's 9 by 13. Is that an 1/8 of a yard? I'm not sure. I just wanted to try out the color. So this is 40 count vintage wild rose by Lakeside Linens, and I'm not gonna it's a very pretty like baby pink. I don't know what it's showing up for you guys. I'm trying to get it. It's a little pinker than this. I'm getting very washed out. It's a little pinker than that. And I'm thinking, so for 2021, I'm thinking of stitching my kids' ornaments, and I forget who it is. When I actually purchase it and print it out, I will show you the picture. But somebody does these little prickly but cute little like cactuses with faces. And I want to stitch those for my daughter, who is a plant lover and a very good plant mom and keeps them alive and really likes succulents. And I am like the angel of death for plants. I'm not very good at them at all. I have one in my house. I'm pretty sure it's dead, but it's still green and I water it anyway. I'm not sure. And then I just went to my mom's house this afternoon to do a quick like present exchange. If you are new here, I have like a million sisters. And so one sister had dropped off her ornament for me at my mom's house for me to pick up. And so I went over there to pick it up, and included with the ornament was a plant. It's like she doesn't know that she just sentenced that plant to death. I feel horrible, but I might be able to keep it alive for like 3 months. And then it will either die or I will pass it along to my daughter, who will nurture it back to health because she is a plant genius. She did not get it from me. And then I got a chart. So I am collecting these, they're by Cottage Garden. I don't have my reading glasses, samplings, Cottage Garden samplings, and they're the Songbirds Garden series. This one is number 9. There is Beauty and Simplicity. That goldfinch, seriously. I'm thinking I need to put up a thistle feeder so I can get some goldfinches because they're so pretty. I really like birds, and before we lived at the house I live in now, we lived in a more rural setting up against some woods, and I would get some fantastic birds at my feeders. I don't even put feeders out here in the city because all I get are starlings and grackles and little, I call them city birds. They're probably little sparrows. My husband's about to walk in the door because he doesn't know I'm filming. He's so cute. So I'm gonna wrap this up real quick because now the husband's home. So I got this. I just need a few of these. My New Year, New Start is going to be the first one in the series of this. And that's it for me. So I will hopefully see you tomorrow, depending on how everybody's schedule works out. And stay safe and stay well and happy stitching. And bye, everyone.